Very good morning to all Almulla Exchange Facebook family. It's wonderful to be here today among you all. Almulla Exchange has always, by various initiatives, taken care of their customers. And it has been a great time to discuss about this health and happiness for Art of Living in association with Almulla Exchange, who are really caring for the health of their customers to face the COVID-19 epidemic. So let us quickly recap the main points of the 4 sessions we have already done. So we looked at the 7 levels of existence: body, breath, mind, intellect, memory, ego, and the self. And we also looked at the 4 sources of energy: food, sleep, calm, and meditative state of mind, breath. And how the mind can be controlled by the breath, which is always in the moment. Mind is always vacillating in the past and future, but using the breath, which is in the moment, we bring the mind back to the moment. And how it is very important for us to maintain high levels of energy, because energy, when it is high, you have all positive emotions, and when the energy is low, all the negative emotions. So by maintaining the energy level high, you are able to be positive and be more happy and healthy. And we also looked at the tendencies of the mind, the 3 tendencies of the mind, which are: one is it agrees or disagrees. The second one is it vacillates between the past and the future. And the third one is it is clinging on to the negatives. So what happens because of the nature of the mind? Stress is created. And what is stress? Too much to do. Workload is too much. Too less time. Only 24 hours. We can't increase. So no energy. So what we can actually work on is to increase the energy. And that's exactly what we have been talking about. And how do you handle the stress? You can increase your prana. You can increase your prana by exercise, by yogasanas, Sudarshan Kriya, sattvic food, and the meditation. And we looked at all the 5 aspects. We did some practical experience also. And the second thing is by managing the efficiency. Like small matters, don't make them critical. So attend to them immediately so that doesn't become a source of creation of stress. And what are the impacts of stress on the health? The body-mind response to everyday demands and threats. So the negatives are pains, migraine, ulcers, blood pressure, stroke, hemorrhage, cancer, irritable bowel syndrome, others. All this leads to distress. When stress is in excess, it leads to distress. And little stress is good. And what are the four pillars of health we saw? Sleep, nutrition, physical activity, and knowledge. And this also we practically experienced over the last 4 days. The tools and techniques to lead a stress-free, tension-free life. And we also looked at yesterday on the ways you can meditate. No? So how you can experience this through physical means, through breath, pranayama, through any sensory pleasure, through emotions, and through intellect. The 5 ways. Now we will talk about 2-3 very important points which are very much related to our health. So one is the neuropeptides. These peptides are different amino acids come together, and they actually, through which subtle impacts the body. See, the disease comes to the body at a later stage. First, it comes from the space, and then it comes to the body. So this amino acid peptides has an impact because it is the carrier of the perception in the brain to the emotions. See, we talked about mental health, how the negative emotions are impacting our body and the whole health. So it translates the information into physical reality. So prolonged negative emotions are dangerous, and that is what we need to be aware, that if you are getting too much worry, too much upset, too much angry, then you need to look at, because it has got an effect on both the body and the mind. So it must be addressed effectively. And the other thing is, we have a very important nerve called the vagus nerve, which is the 10th pair of the 12 cranial nerves. And vagal nerve and the neuropeptides hold the key to wellness. Rest and digest phase, the vagus nerve is very important. Now, healthy vagus nerve means it's very important for having a healthy vagus nerve, and especially for people in senior levels, it's very important for leadership and decision making. So unhealthy vagus nerve means body and mind become susceptible to diseases. So what are the ways we can stimulate the vagus nerve? It's very interesting. One is the breath, deep breathing. Second is yoga and exercises. Then singing, chanting, they are also very good to stimulate the vagus nerve. Then laughing, you must have heard about people having laughing clubs. So they are also good for stimulating the vagus nerve. And you can splash cold water on the face, on the body. That also stimulates the. Another aspect is the detoxification. So you need to also detox periodically to heal. You should detox to regenerate. And you should also do this detoxification to rekindle the digestive fire. So what are the advantages of detoxification? Is mental clarity will come, energy will increase, and your emotional strength will increase. And the last thing which I want to talk about is the walking. It is very important. All of us are walking, or many of them, we think that in the office we are walking a lot, we are climbing stairs. So that is not enough. The real walking is 30 minutes walking in a day is a must. And it is very important that walking should be in varying intensity. Mix of fast, medium, and slow. So when we walk fast, the breath rate increases. So that is the time you will slow down. So this type of walking is very effective. And between 7 and 10 a.m. in the morning, if your body is also exposed to the sun, then you get vitamin D also is a deficiency nowadays. So you can maintain that vitamin D. There is no deficiency if you are exposing the sun for about 10 minutes to the skin. No? And what are the advantages of walking? It increases mental health, it increases wellness, and it also improves sleep. So these are the main points what we have discussed. So now let us do a little breathing, and then we'll do some physical exercises, meditation, and then we will talk a little bit about the last level of existence, which is the self. So let's close our eyes and start taking long and deep breaths. With awareness, fill your lungs when you take the long in breath, and exhale also with awareness, empty your lungs. Now start taking normal breaths. Let the breath go on its own. Incoming breath energizes the body, and the outgoing breath relaxes the body. Become aware of this expansion, relaxation of the body as you breathe out, and the energization of the body as you breathe in. As you breathe in, the body is expanding. As you breathe out, the body is contracting. To become aware of this phenomenon, expansion and contraction of the body, as you breathe in and out. Now start taking Ujjayi breaths, the breath through the throat. Take your attention to your throat. The breath will come in through the nose, but you will suck the air with the throat and you will exhale the air also with the throat. So long and deep inhalations and exhalations can be controlled by you using the Ujjayi breath, which is called the victorious breath. This breath helps you to increase the lung capacity. And as we talked during the sessions, that 85 to 90% of the impurities are thrown out through the breath. So Ujjayi breath helps to increase the lung capacity, so more toxins and impurities are thrown out to the body through the breath. So take long and deep Ujjayi breaths. Start taking normal breaths and observe the energy level in your body after you've done this long and deep Ujjayi breaths. The mind is become more calm. You observe it. You're feeling more joyful, more enthusiastic. So with this joyful enthusiasm, and we will now do little stretches followed by pranayam. We will learn one more new pranayam today, and then we'll go to meditation. So you can use your yoga mats if you have. Put it, and then you can come on the yoga mat. If you're sitting on the chair, then some of the asanas you may have to move. So have enough space to move around. Preferably a cloth or something below the feet, when you are doing the postures. So we can start. So let us close our eyes and we will use Ujjayi breaths. Close your eyes and become aware of your feet on the ground. So feel your sole on the ground and little bit move the ankles. Feel the lower thighs, move them. Feel your knees, move them. Feel your upper thighs and hips, move them. Expand your stomach. Expand your chest. Feel your shoulders. Feel your elbow joints. Feel your wrist and feel your fingers. Shake them. And feel your shoulders, feel your neck, move them, feel your head, and start moving your whole body. Shake your whole body, wake up. Take the hands up and down. And you can start jogging. Faster. On your knees. Do it with full awareness and joyfully. Move to the right and left. Front. To the back. Jump. Touch the ceiling if you can. And slow down. Observe your breath, close your eyes. The rhythm of the body has gone into your breath. The body is slowly coming back, the breath is coming back to normal. Take both your hands on the head and feel the vibrations. You can massage the head and feel the vibrations inside on your palm. Feel the relaxation as you bring this the back of the head. And on the right foot palm. Massage your forehead. Feel the relaxation. Eyebrows. The index finger, top of the eyelids. With your thumb below the eyelids. Now bring both your hands on the side. Your thumb up. And keeping your head straight. Look to the right thumb. And now look to the left thumb. Once more to the right. To the left. And release. And look to the left corner. The left eye, right corner, the right eye, left corner downward with the left eye, right corner downward with the right eye, between the eyebrows without blinking the eyelids. Tip of your nose. Now rotate the eyes clockwise. Anti-clockwise. Close and blink your eyes. Close it tight and open wide. Close tight, open wide, and close your eyes and observe the sensations in the eyes. Feel the relaxation. With your index finger and the right thumb between the eyes. Then along the nose. Now remove the knots in your cheek, cheekbone. All the stresses accumulate here, so it's very good to relax them. Now open your mouth wide and close. Move to the right and left. And relax. Join all your teeth together and squeeze the air. With the tongue. Come to the ears, pull the ear down. Like when your school teachers punished you, catch the ear and go up and down. Now you can pull it up to the side and clockwise. And as you are doing this, feel that relaxation and relax. Now we'll use Ujjayi breaths. As you breathe in, straighten your head. Breathe in. As you breathe out, chin to the chest. Breathing in back to center. Breathing out. Go back. Feel the stretch. Breathing into the center. Breathing out right ear to the right shoulder. Breathing into the center. Breathing out left ear to the left shoulder. And feel the stretch. The right side. Breathing in back to center. Breathing out chin to the chest, move to the neck rotation as you breathe into the right and back. As you breathe out the other side, completely circle the front and continue. Slow, gentle rotation with full awareness of the movement in the neck region. Now reverse the direction as you breathe into the left and back. Slow, gentle rotation with full awareness of the movement in the neck region. Once you finish this round, relax, observe the sensations. Take your hands on the shoulder joints. As you breathe in, take it up. As you breathe out, release it from the back. And continue this rotation, breathing in, up, and breathing out, release. Now reverse the direction. As you breathe in, take it up from the back. As you breathe out, release it from the front. Continue the rotation. It's just like a wheel. Once you finish this round, relax. Observe the sensations in your shoulder joints. Do for the elbows as you breathe in. Close the elbows as you breathe out, release. As you breathe in, take your hand up, bend your arms, and look up to the palm. You breathe in, and as you breathe out, slowly relax. Once more, as you breathe in, take your hand up, bend your palm, and look at your palm. Breathing out slowly, relax. Stretch both your hands sideways. The palms are facing away from you as if you are pushing a ball. spine erect, and you can say Tata bye bye. Move your, feel the stretch. All your fingers are widespread. The wrist and the fingers are getting the movement as you do this. And relax. As you breathe in, take your right hand up as if something is pulling it straight up. Now slowly slide your left hand towards the left knee and look up. And feel the stretch. Slowly straighten your head. As you breathe out, bring your hand down. As you breathe in, take your left arm straight up. Something is pulling in. Now slowly slide your right hand toward the right knee and look up. And feel the stretch. Slowly straighten your head. As you breathe out, slowly bring your left hand down. Again, take your right hand up. Straighten up this time, you will bend to the left, keeping the back straight. As you breathe out, the left. And feel the stretch in your right rib cage. Slowly come back to the center. Breathing out, bring the right hand down. Now the left hand up. Straight up. And now bend to the left side. Now feel the stretch in your left rib cage. And come back to center. Breathe out slowly, bring your hand down. And observe that balance between both sides. Now bring both your hands straight forward. Keep the gap conscious as if something is there in between both the hands. Now as you breathe out slowly, move your right side, keeping the back straight. Feel the stretch in your right hip joint. Little more, the best you can, and look over your right shoulder. Feel the stretch. Hands are firmly on the ground. Your legs are firmly on the ground. Come back to center. Again, breathing out to the left side. Feel the stretch in the left hip joint. Little more. The best you can. Come back to center. And release. Slowly come on the tongue. We will do the child pose. As you breathe in, normal breath. You bend forward. Your hands are by the side of the heel. You can touch your hand on the ground, it's fine. Otherwise, you can use the support of both your hands to rest your head. Do not overstretch. Do as much as you can. Vertebra by vertebra, straighten your head. And bring your hands to the palm. Observe the sensations in your body. Place your right hand on the stomach. Keep the left hand on the stomach. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, bend forward. Vertebra by vertebra, straighten your body, straighten your head. And come back to normal. Observe the sensations in your body. Now we'll do the butterfly. Join both your legs together. Move your body as much near to possible. Keep your back straight and start flapping your legs. Feel the stretch in your hip joints, upper thigh. Do it faster, fastest you can. And come down. Along your spine. Breath in, head back. A normal breath as you breathe out, bend forward. And relax. Cross leg. We will do Bhastrika Pranayama. So sit in Bhadrasana.
Get ready.
Palms on the thigh facing the ceiling. Take a normal breath in and breathe out. One more breath in and let go. Take position for first round of Bhastrika. Loose twist on side of your shoulders. Take a breath in and breathe out. With full of joy and enthusiasm.
Breathe in 1, in 2, in 3, in 4, in 5, in 6, in 7, in 8, in 9 and 10. Relax completely. Observe the sensations in the body. Now get ready for the second round of Bhastrika. Loose fist in front of the shoulders. Take a normal breath in and breathe out completely. Now in normal and forceful breathing. In 1, in 2, in 3, in 4, in 5, in 6, in 7, in 8, in 9 and 10. Relax completely. Observe the flow of energy in the body. Now get ready for the third round of Bhastrika. Take a normal happy breath in and breathe out completely. Now in normal and forceful breathing. In 1, in 2, in 3, in 4, in 5, in 6, in 7, in 8, in 9 and 10. Relax completely. Observe the sensations in the body. And slowly you may sit in normal posture.
Deep breaths.
Take a normal breath in and breathe out completely.
Keep your eyes closed.
Hands on your lap facing the ceiling. As you breathe in, relax more and more. Every incoming breath energizes you, and every outgoing breath relaxes you. Observe this phenomenon of breathing. And every breath out, relax more and more. Now bring your attention to your right leg, right knee, right thigh and hips. Bring your attention to your left leg, left knee, left thigh and hips. Bring your attention to your genitals, abdomen, stomach, to your chest region. Bring your attention to your right hand, from the fingers to the shoulders, to the left hand, from the fingers to the shoulders. Bring your attention to your neck region, to the face, and to the top of your head. Bring your attention to your whole body, from the foot to the top of your head. Take a normal breath in and breathe out completely. You are peace and you are joy. Take one more breath in and slowly and gradually, whenever you feel complete, you may open your eyes.
So we'll learn one more pranayama today. It is called alternate nostril breathing, Nadishwaran pranayama. So what you have to do is your index finger and the middle finger, you keep it between the eyebrows. Your left hand is index finger touching the thumb and the other two fingers are straight, and you place it on your left thigh. And your right thumb will be on the right nostril and the other two fingers on the left nostril. This is the position. So the index finger and the middle finger between the eyebrows, right thumb on the right nostril, other two fingers on the left nostril. The left hand is in index finger, thumb touching each other, three fingers straight, place it on your eyes. Your back is straight, head is straight. So now you will take normal breath through both the nostrils. Close the right nostril and breathe out through the left. Keeping the right nostril closed, breathe in through the left. Close the left and breathe out through the right. Now breathe in through the right. Close the right and breathe out through the left. Again, breathe in through the left. Close the left and breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Close the right and breathe out through the left. And continue on your own. For some time I will guide you when to stop. Long and deep breaths. After this round, you can relax, but keep your eyes closed. The palms are on the thigh facing the ceiling, eyes are closed, and observe the sensations in your body. The three golden rules for meditation. First is when you meditate, it is absolute comfort. You are going to let go. So for the next 10 minutes, we will drop all our desires. All your desires you can take back. After 10 minutes, you can go back to the desires. But now for the next 10 minutes, when we are meditating, we will drop all the desires. I want nothing. At this point, I am doing nothing. I do nothing. Everything in the universe is happening. At this point, drop all your identities. I am nothing. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. One more deep breath in and let go. Become aware of your thoughts. Good or bad thoughts, let them come, but do not resist your thoughts. Become aware of your feelings. Good or bad feelings, let them come. You are peace. You are love. You are joy. Become aware of your feelings. Become aware of your thoughts. Take a deep breath in and let go. Become aware of your body. Become aware of your surroundings. And whenever you feel complete, slowly and gradually, taking your own time, you may open your eyes. So how was it, Nita? How was the meditation? Good?
It was very good.
Good. So you can see the effect of meditation. No? In the last 4 or 5 days, we have done every day little meditation stretches. So this is all you need to spend little time, and you can energize yourself back. So we will little bit talk about the highest level of our existence, which is the self. And this level is having all positive qualities, divine qualities of compassion, love, friendliness, cooperation, generosity, sharing, enthusiasm, dynamism, sincerity, trust, commitment, responsibility, service, non-violence, contentment, peace. So this is the nature of the spirit. And when these qualities manifest, the heart feels full. So what we say is fall in love with life, not with things and beings in your life. Be in love with living. Don't be satisfied with a superficial life of mere sense pleasures. Search for treasures hidden beneath the world of thought. For yourself, a place of peace which no man can take, no power can destroy. So with life in harmony, find your joy in yourself, exactly where you are now. It's not outside, it's where you are exactly. When you feel very happy, have you noticed that something in you expands? And when you're upset or angry or sad, have you noticed the feeling of contraction? Something in you shrinks. So what is this something that feels as if it is expanding or contracting? This is the highest level of your existence. It is the consciousness, it's the spirit. So when you feel expansive and happy, when you feel energetic, that is the self. When you feel down and your energy drops, you are not experiencing the self. So we all carry these qualities within us. They only need to be skillfully kindled. Just by paying attention on them with sincerity and without being hard on yourself, you will enhance them in your life and in the life of others. There is no lack of love, no lack of anything whatsoever in you. I want to tell you a small story. There was a beggar who was begging his whole life. He used to sit in a corner, he never used to move out of that place. So everything he used to do that was very dirty. So many years passed, and one day he passed away. So then the people in the area said that we don't want another person to come here and again, let us clean this place. So let us dig and make a garden here. So they started digging the place. And when as they were digging, what they found was there was a treasure of gold coins, the place where he was sitting. So what did this person do? The whole of the life he was begging when he was sitting on a pile of gold. So each one of us has come into this world to contribute, to express love, joy and peace that we are. But we can remain unaware of our wealth for the whole lifetime. So count yourself fortunate if you have awakened to the reality of who you are. As we live the values of spirit, as we take responsibility, act with generosity and find our own peace, then life attains its richest form. Without these values, life becomes shallow and we are dependent and unhappy. Just as the nature of fire is to burn and the nature of water to flow, it is the nature of the self to uphold and sustain life. So when you pay attention to the spiritual values, when you bring them more fully into your life, you become solid and strong. you feel connected to all other human beings. So automatically that love which you are, no, it starts flowing out in the form of service to humanity. So Art of Living organization is whole motto is on this principle. Art of Living is more of a principle, a philosophy of living life to its fullest. It is more a movement than an organization. Its core values is to find peace within oneself and to unite people in our society. They may be of different cultures, traditions, nationalities, but that doesn't matter. And reminding us all that we have one goal to uplift human life everywhere. The Art of Living offers numerous highly effective educational and self-development programs and tools that facilitate the elimination of stress. These tools also foster deep and profound inner peace, happiness, and well-being for all the individuals. These programs, which include breathing techniques, some of them which we learned in this over the last 5 days, also meditation, yoga, and practical wisdom for daily living. And it has helped millions around the world to completely transform their lives. We've touched more than 450 plus million lives as of now in the last 39 years. Love and wisdom can prevail over hatred and violence. So unless we have a stress-free mind and a violence-free society, we cannot achieve world peace. So the founder of Art of Living, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, very beautifully worded these different levels of existence. Sri Sri Ravi Shankar says, a disease-free body, a quiver-free breath, stress-free mind, inhibition-free intellect, obsession-free memory, ego that includes all, and soul which is free from sorrow. He says it's the birthright of every human being. So what are we waiting for? This is our birthright. So experience this. And meditation, he says, is seeing God in yourself. And love is seeing God in the person next to you. And knowledge, he says, is seeing God everywhere. So if you see God everywhere, is there any question of conflicts? And Sri Sri Ravi Shankar is referred to as, like I was in 2018, he was in Dubai to do a program called Unveiling Infinity, which is full of meditation techniques, very simple meditation techniques. And the Crown Prince of Fujairah, Sheikh Mohammed bin Hamad bin Mohammed Al Sharqi, welcomed him, saying as the master of love. And I would say that he is also master of peace. The phenomenal work Sri Sri Ravi Shankar has done in the world to bring in peace among conflicting is unparalleled. And it's, to me personally, is such a great inspiration. And I don't find any other person to look for all the qualities of the divine qualities which are coming out. Every day he's meeting more than 10,000 people. Even on today, in the COVID period, he is in discussion with different strata of people, from business to education to the other art form personalities in dance, in music, film. So everybody is worried about the present situation. So he conducts 2 meditations, which is globally telecast all over the world. Indian Standard Time, 12 p.m., 12 noon, and evening 7:30. So that is in Kuwait time is 9:30 a.m. and 5 p.m. So you can go to the Art of Living website and you will get the link to this meditation. Just do it. It will uplift your spirit. You'll feel really nice. And Sri Sri Ravi Shankar has actually talked about 8 things, how to face this COVID pandemic. No? So what he says is, instead of getting upset, use this time for growth and renewal. Accept this challenging situation and see how to use it constructively. Perhaps nature wants everybody to slow down a little from the rush they are in. So treat this time as a period of inner growth and self-renewal. It is a time to go within, explore your potential and creativity. And over the last 5 days, 5 hours, we have spent some time to go towards that. And second thing Sri Sri Ravi Shankar says is, don't let anything throw you off balance. When everybody is stressed and locked in together, tempers are bound to flare up. So let no one have the power to take your smile away. Will you smile only when someone cajoles and praises you or gives you attention? Is it strong enough to withstand situations that are not very convenient? So resolve to keep your balance for one day and then increase the frequency. The third thing he says is treat the restlessness and unpleasantness in the present situation as manure. There will be restlessness when everybody is forced to be locked in. It can slowly build up in you. Know that all the restlessness can be digested and processed. They are like manure for a tree. So all unpleasant and pleasant situations are very small compared to your potential, which is the self. So focus on yourself and your potential. Acknowledge the restlessness and turn it into manure with daily yoga and meditation practices. The fourth thing Sri Sri Ravi Shankar says is, everything is changing. This time and situation too will change. Things will turn around. Even though there will be challenges, we will all face them together. The fifth thing he says is, shift the context. All of us have spent time in the rat race to earn money and appreciation. While they may be vital to life, let us look at the truth of life. Who am I? What is this universe? Let us understand the value and preciousness of life. He says, do 5 things every day. One is increase your energy through pranayams like alternate nostril breathing and Bastrika. Practice some yogasanas. Meditate every day. Acquire new skills. Use your words judiciously. And sixth thing he says is become aware of life. We have put attention on the accessories of life, its periphery. Now is the time to become aware of life itself and make it the center of our being. Life is eternal. Nature has pushed us to rethink our life and understand its value. So study life so that we can become more aware of death. Understand the mind and memory so that we can live with greater awareness and more potential. The seventh thing he says is go deeper in meditation. There is something within us that is evergreen. That something is our consciousness, our higher self. So meditation touches that part of our consciousness. So spend time in meditation daily. The 3 keys to meditation which we did today was, I want nothing, I am nothing, I am doing nothing. Just for 20 minutes, sit with this mantra and go deeper in yourself. The 8th thing he says, invoke the valor in you. Tell yourself, come what may, I will face it. I will handle it. I have the power to handle it. Know that you are never given a problem that you cannot handle. When you invoke this energy, this challenge in you, the fear vanishes. Very, very true for this COVID epidemic. And the 9th thing he says is rest in the seer. Most of the time we are so active that the doer or the seer is lost in the scenery. Now is the time to abide by the being and come back from the scenery to the seer. And that is yoga. The last thing he says is stay positive. Nature is telling us to remember our human nature and come together in a sense of cooperation and compassion. This is the cleansing of the mind, heart, soul, and society. It is easy to keep our sense of optimism when everything is going our way. During challenging times, maintaining hope and positivity is more important than ever. And you realize that one has the ability to run, also has the ability to stand still. So as Sri Sri Ravi Shankar reminds us, we all have the ability to be with ourselves. So gratitude for everything we have and our people who are carrying our on essential services. They're all working so much essential services. People are attending to the COVID patients. Belief in time being the greatest healer and having faith in the beauty of life is a mindset that will certainly carry us through. So I have really want to feel my gratefulness to Almulla Exchange and Almulla Group Management for giving Art of Living this opportunity to bring in this 5 hours of positivity to the viewers. And we will explore how we can do more for the employees to bring in this positivity. And all the users are also welcome to use the services of Art of Living. We can do programs for your workforce who are going through a lot of difficult period now. And they will be mentally having trauma. So we have special courses called breath, water, sound, which we can do. And once again, thanking Almulla Action Management and wishing all of you a safe period ahead and good health. So with that, we'll come to the I belong to you. And bye.